If you're a real estate agent, I know you've heard all of the buzz about eXp Realty, especially even amid all of these NAR settlements and things that are going on, but it's kind of hard to know what is true and what is not. So that's what we're gonna do in our last video, in our 5-part video series about frequently asked questions about eXp Realty. So we're gonna break down everything you need to know, from the pyramid scheme to multi-level marketing. Do you always have to work from home? Everything you need to know. We're gonna set the record straight today. So if you wanna learn more, keep watching. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Sherrard, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 17 years of marketing experience specializing in web design and SEO, and I take that experience to help you grow your real estate business. So if you'd like to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new content. And if you're looking to get all of my resources, training, courses, and coaching for free at no extra cost or split to you, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link down below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more. So let's dive into today's topic. All right, so we're back in with the last video of our 5-part video series. And this is where we're gonna kind of do all of these random frequently asked questions and all these rumors and myths that people have. And it's really sad because eXp Realty is a great brokerage. It's not a perfect brokerage. There's things I wish they would do better. Maybe that's another video, but they are an amazing brokerage because they truly give the agents power to grow their own business. And because of competition out there, or, just people that didn't get their way here, or just our own agents that don't take the time to properly learn the brokerage model and they just know pieces of it. And then they spew out this misinformation that a lot of people are turned away from eXp and don't even want to consider it because they heard something somewhere else. So I encourage you to block out all of those things that you've heard in the past, because a lot of times they're not even correct. I get a lot of people, I meet with agents on a daily basis that book into my call that want to learn more about eXp, and they come with these questions and I shut them down in the first few minutes and show them proof that, hey, that's not correct. And so make sure you're getting facts from somebody that knows the brokerage model. If something doesn't sit right with you, keep searching, because it's just that person might not be giving out right information. And you got to consider your source. Is it from competition? Is it from somebody maybe got burned at eXp because maybe something didn't go their way? There's just a lot of that. That's in every company, every business, and there's just no way to prevent that. But what I can do is set the record straight, share the truth with you. If you've watched any of my other videos, what you see is what you get. I am not a perfect person either, but I try to share my heart and share stuff that I think I would want to know if I was looking at this opportunity again. So let's dive in. All right, first up is probably the number one most frequently asked question: is eXp Realty a pyramid scheme? And this cracks me up because everybody's so scared of that. One, pyramid schemes are illegal. And so the short answer is no, it is not. And I'll prove it to you. So if you take a look at your traditional brokerage, okay, they are a pyramid scheme. Because pyramid schemes is usually only the people at the top are really making the most money, and then the money kind of trickles up, which is honestly like most companies too. But your people at the bottom are usually the ones that are kind of getting screwed over. And I've done a full video on this, go watch it. But the crazy thing is that when you look at a traditional brokerage, like a franchise brokerage, you have your owners at the top, okay, of the company. Then you have your international owners, that it would be like somebody that owned, the region of Canada or the US or Mexico. And then you have your regional owners that might own like a state or a province, okay? And then it trickles down and you get to your broker owners, might own a specific area in that state or city, they're locked into that region of the franchise. But then you have the agents all the way at the bottom who literally get none of the money. They don't get to participate in the ownership. If they do, it's a very little. There's some people that participate in profit sharing, but let's be honest, there's never most of the year's profit. A lot of these brokerages, even your biggest ones that are the most famous names, they've been in the red for years. So the way you look at it, the money trickles up, but the agents at the bottom don't get to participate. And the agents are the ones that are keeping the business and the revenue coming in. But eXp knew there had to be a better way. And when Glenn founded this company back in 2009, he knew there had to be a better way to do business as like kind of the fall of the whole housing market in 2008. And so He wanted to build an agent-centric brokerage, and I truly believe he has accomplished that. Like I said, eXp is not perfect. There's things I wish they would do, but you know what? It comes with the growing pains of being at 90,000 agents globally in 24 countries. That is an amazing thing that he has done in a short amount of time. And so some of the things too to consider is that because eXp wants to grow their brokerage, instead of hiring headhunters in every area, paying them six figures and all these commissions just for hiring somebody, so that's recruiting at its finest, eXp said, hey, our agents work with agents every day. Let's give them a piece of the pie. So now as agents, we're participating in ownership and not including the equity that we've talked about in the other videos by being able to purchase stock and earn stock for free for doing the same thing we would do at any other brokerage. But if somebody said, hey, I'm thinking about getting my license, where should I put mine? Or I'm frustrated with my broker, what do you think, how do you like your brokerage? You're naturally going to share with them. You're not going to be like, hey, don't come here, even though I'm going to stay. You should go look at this brokerage. You're going to tell them about them. And because you influence their decision, eXp wants to reward you that when that agent comes in, when they produce a transaction, not just because they came aboard, but when they produce a transaction, you can participate in that rev share until they cap. And then you also will earn stock on their first deal, $400. So we're getting paid basically to help if we recruit or attract talent that's going to produce. But if we're just worrying about our vanity numbers and growing and say, hey, I got 500 agents, but only one of them's producing, well, you're getting rewarded for your effort that you get paid for that one agent. And even with their new rev share model, which you need to go watch the rev share 2.0 video, but if they're new to eXp, not necessarily a new agent, but new to eXp, that first year you can participate in 50% of the rev share for that transaction of the 20%, not of the agent split, of the 50% of that 20% that eXp is collecting on their split, up to $4,000. So you can get even more for recruiting top talent. So to me, eXp is not a pyramid scheme. It's not multi-level marketing either. We're just getting paid for growing the company just like any other business structure would happen in the company as well. So recruiting is a part of it. Every brokerage recruits. When I got my license, I got 100 freaking phone calls the first week, even just applying, trying to convince me of the brokerage. But people don't have a problem with that. But they have a problem with agents. Now, there are the annoying agents out there. They're constantly, eXp, join me. If you're going to join eXp, go watch some of my sponsor videos because it might not be the Wolfpack or me as the best sponsor. You got to find somebody that's going to be with you because they're not your mentor. They're your sponsor. They're going to be your business partner for the life of your business. And you need to partner with somebody that you want to work with and that they have resources that you need and that your future agents that are going to be in your rev share will need, so you can pass those amazing resources onto them. All right, and before we bring up the next one, if you want to see what everything we offer, what the culture is like, what our team's like, all the amazing resources in the Wolfpack with Mike Sherrard and Connor Steinbrook, all of Tharmila's resources, my resources, how you can get all of those by partnering with me or anybody in my downline, go ahead and book that call. The link is there below. So let's dive into our next question is, do I have to work from home all the time? And the answer is no. There's a flexible work environment here. Now, the cloud-based brokerage model came truly effective because we were already doing this before COVID. And one thing that really impressed me with eXp is they were one of the only brokerages that didn't have to shut down during COVID to kind of reassess how we're going to do this digital thing. Some brokerages closed down 30 to 60 days. We're trying to get different software and everything implemented. We were already doing everything digitally anyways, so we just hit the ground running even more. And so no, you don't have to work from home. You get the option to, but you can meet your clients anywhere you want. Majority of my clients, like buyer clients, want to meet at a home. We talk on the phone, we've Zoom, we go meet at a coffee shop in person. I like to qualify them. I don't just go meet somebody right away because you never know who somebody is in this world anymore. It's not as safe as it used to be. But what we can do is I have that initial phone call, qualify them. And then if they are a buyer's agent, we're usually meeting at a property or at a coffee shop. I very rarely go to their home. But if it's a listing, I want to be in their home. I want to see the listing. I've usually talked with them before. I got a lot of the stuff in my kind of automations of how I do things, all the questions answered, all that, so I can build a relationship when I'm there in person and see the property for myself. So you get the opportunity to do that. And you get a Regis membership that you can participate in any of their offices worldwide. You can go and use the community kind of co-op spaces to work and meet clients. And I've done that before too, and met agents there as well. So you get that opportunity all included in your $85 a month brokerage fee. Now the difference is everybody goes, I want a brick and mortar. I feel like I'll be closer. I had an agent that just told me this, that went with a different brokerage because they had an office. And guess what? She's not going to find the camaraderie in that office because most people don't want to be at the office. Your top producers that you want to learn from are never at the office except for a required training. And that's the other part too. Here, I don't have to go waste. I live in Houston. Going a mile or two down the road can take 15, 20 minutes. I don't want to have to drive to an office 30 minutes away, 20 minutes away to go for a required training that I might or might not need. And then literally everybody's heading out. I can literally tune in and get more training done faster by going right into eXp World, going right into our broker room. I can ask my brokers a question in the drop of a hat. I literally have never taken more than 10 minutes to get an answer unless, my problem was very extent. But I'm able to text my brokers, email them. There's always a broker on call. There's a 24/7 hotline for eXp. There's so much support here that you don't even need to leave your own home. So I have a beautiful home office that I love. And then I meet my clients and my teammates if they're local where they're at. And I don't miss an office. And why pay for an office or a desk fee that you're never going to use half the time? So save that driving time, work remotely. You will still get that community feel. I connect with more of my agents and can meet with more of them because I work remotely. Could you imagine if I had to go meet every agent one-on-one where they're at, or have them all come to the office? No. I can literally meet with them, pick up the phone. I can, FaceTime them, go in eXp World. I can, do whatever with our weekly calls, and I'm collapsing timeframes for my agents. So no, you don't have to work from home all the time, but you get to as well. All right, everybody wants to know, what is the culture like at eXp Realty? And honestly, I love it. It's a very collaborative culture. eXp is trying, and like I said, they're not a perfect brokerage, but they're trying all the way to try to support an agent wherever you need it. And we always have tons of things coming out, good and bad, because sometimes it's hard to keep up with everything. And coming to eXp, it's like drinking through a fire hose. There's so much that you can do. They've got content and resources for every type of every agent, every niche, all of that, whether you're luxury, aging in place, first-time home buyers, veterans. There's a group for you. There's training for you. And that's what's really amazing. And with eXp World and this cloud-based brokerage, we're able to connect more. We can connect globally with other countries and cultures. And I truly love that. And all the amazing masterminds that we have, 80 plus hours of live training, plus all the amazing training we offer here in the Wolfpack and in my group. And then on top of that, there's recorded trainings, there's state trainings for your particular area or province or wherever you're at or your country. There's just so much support and collaboration. And the best thing is they're not my competition. They're not my competition. The people at your local office are your competition. They're not going to help you. Your mentor is your competition, especially if they're still producing. Here locally, because there's a financial incentive and most of the people are not going to be in your market that you're talking to, so they're not your competition. And it's an agent-centric brokerage. It's majority owned by its agents. We're going to make great business decisions, not only for the company, but for ourselves as well. And we're not worrying about, Wall Street cutting back on us to, conserve profits and making it harder for us. No, we're an agent-centric brokerage. We want to see everybody succeed because it's the best thing for the brokerage, for our stock awards, for our dividends, all of those things. So that's what truly makes eXp great. It's a truly collaborative environment, and there's always help to find and to give and to support agents and get supported as well. All right, another question I get, and I just got these on the last two calls as well, is how does a transaction work with no office, multiple brokers in this digital world? And that's what we're gonna break down. So a lot of this, especially for Canada, is kind of the same. Every state is different, by the way. Every area is different, and I know every country is different. But the general way that we do things, and I'm gonna talk kind of state of Texas and US side on this, is it is really easy. It's actually easier. I just had an agent come aboard who lost 2 listings because her broker would not approve her to reduce the commission. She had to get a sign off on every listing agreement that she had. eXp just has a basic requirement that you have to pay, which I think is like $500 a transaction. Okay. You even get 3 personal deals that you can do a year, which is another topic. And after those 3 personal deals, you just pay $500 for the transaction. And you don't have to worry about all the other commission if you are the agent representing yourself. And the same thing here is eXp trusts you. So if you, instead of 3%, want to offer 2.5%, 2%, you are able to do that. You can assign your value, your worth for the services you provide. eXp just has their split. So 80-20% here in the States, they're just going to take that 20%. You don't have to worry about losing and getting your broker's approval to accept that listing. There's just those basic requirements that you have to meet. So you already know what you're allowed to do and not to do. Plus, there's an amazing transaction team. You're going to upload all of your transactions into SkySlip. So in the moment you are looking at a property, you can put the address in, MLS ID, you can put all the information, whether you're buyer, seller, type of transaction, new construction, resale, land, agriculture, whatever it is. And they'll have a checklist of all the documents that you should need, what is required and what is, depending on the situation, might be applicable. And then you just upload the documents. You can use DocuSign inside of the SkySlip platform to do all the digital signing to send to your clients. You upload everything in there. The transaction team will review it, prove it. You're not chasing a broker for a signature, especially if you're a broker. This is all done for you. You don't have to do this. You can just roll your team over here like we talked about in the last video. So doing transactions is actually extremely smooth here, at least stateside. You know, every time I go to the closing table, my check is there waiting because if I have everything turned in, everything ready to go, they'll release my CDA. I don't know how much the title company that we use here should cut me a check. I'm not waiting for eXp to, you know, get their money and then cut me a check and deposit it. So transactions are pretty smooth here. We're not collecting earnest money. We're not, you know, managing escrow accounts. The title company, at least for us here, does that. I know some states use real estate lawyers, especially in Canada. So transaction wise, it's pretty smooth and it's a lot more efficient than you would get at a traditional brokerage. So if you want to learn more about what your area does, book a call with me. All right, and as we wrap this up, I have agents in our group that are just thriving. And we have a lot of new agents in our group, and we have some producers in our group as well. And the reason why newer agents love our group, one, our onboarding is great. Our resources are great. Plus you get a one-on-one marketing call with me. Everybody gets that, where I'm going to keep you laser focused for 90 days, showing you what you need to focus on, helping you with your branding, your marketing, your niche, everything that you need to focus on, and the other stuff that you just need to cut out that noise. And I'm able to help people focus and show what will probably work for their market using my 17 years of marketing experience. You know, I've owned my own company for 13 years. I'm an expert when it comes to web design, SEO, generating leads, capturing leads, systems, automations. That's what I'm good at. That's why I partnered with the people I partnered with the Wolfpack and all their social media and marketing and those things, and Connor and all of his real estate investing, Tharmila and all of her CRM trainings, her branding, her designs, all of those things. These people speak the same language. And now because I brought in my value stack, we have like a complete pie that you can take part of, where you have everything you need to do to grow a real estate business and for you to grow a rev share as well and pass those trainings and those resources on. And I have agents that in the first year doing 15 deals. I have new agents, not even licensed, 6 months on their 5th deal. Had an agent, took him a little bit, and now he's going to be 10 transactions under closing. And they've all done different things to do those. We have masterminds every week. So it's just a great place. If you're looking to thrive and not survive, this is the brokerage for you, and we are the group for you. I'm the sponsor for you on that. I will tell you if it's a good idea or not for us to sponsor, because I have a certain way I like to do everything. What you see is what you get. I'm here to help those who want to be helped. So if you want to learn more about eXp, maybe you had some questions that you forgot to answer, you can shoot those over to me in an email, comment down below, or book that one-on-one call with me. I'd love to meet you. I love to talk to people, so book that. If you're an agent, a team leader, broker owner, book that call. I will get you in front of the right people to show you exactly what your business would look like here at eXp. True facts, no bluffing, no puffing, any of that stuff. I'm going to show you exactly if it's the right fit for you or not. So if you have any questions, drop those down in the comments below, book that call with me. And if you want to keep seeing content like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.